Hi, I'm Marissa. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi and welcome. It is that time of the month again, and we are about to do another Project Pan update. If you haven't watched my first Project Pan introduction or my May update, I will link them down below so you guys can go watch them. I would highly recommend at least the first one because I'm gonna kind of go through a little bit of everything again. I made a new list that's far more organized, that's focused solely on the actual items that I'm using, not the full inventory, because that list was super overwhelming. And so this is actually every item that I've already finished, which we will get to in a minute. These Project Pan videos have been bringing a lot of people to my page, so if you like seeing my content, it would mean the absolute world to me if you would leave a comment, like this video, or subscribe to my channel. All that said, let's get started. So as we go through it, I'm gonna go through just kind of everything that we're currently working on in order from least to most used this month based on just vibes, what I think. I don't know if it's actually gonna be least to most used. I do have, however, all of my empties from last month as well. So if you've been here from the beginning, I started with 29 items. I currently have a little less than that, but I have been replacing them as we go. So I started with 29 items for the year that I really wanted to work through. In May, we finished these. So we finished a body wash, we finished a lotion, we finished a moisturizer, we finished a conditioner, we finished a micellar water, a shampoo, and another lotion, all of which I love. So in the month of May, we finished a total of 7 products. Now, I will say that some of them were kind of like cheap products because I started the entire project, at least documenting it, with very, very little. Some even had literally 1 use left before they were gonna be done when I filmed the initial inventory. For a little background, I've been doing this for several years now. I didn't really have a name for it because it wasn't super popular, at least on my feed when I began. So I've only just started documenting it, but my, honestly, lack of better term, stockpile was insane several years ago. And what happened essentially was I moved and I was like, wow, I never want to do that again. That was so much stuff, and I just stopped buying. I stopped buying anything that I already had. Even if I didn't absolutely love the product, I would still use it so long as I didn't not like it, if that makes sense. I don't hate pan things. So on to the month of June. Let's start with the things that I haven't really used all that much. And I think the first one is gonna be, predictably, hair oil. I have a hate-hate relationship with this now because actually last time I used it, I didn't wash it out properly and it gave me the ick because my hair was kind of greasy. So I didn't use it at all this month. I think it's not really going to show, but I have my line right here and it's still there, so we're just going to leave it. I know I need to work on it. And the thing is, like, I actually do love the product, but I think because it's summer right now, my scalp is still very like hydrated, and I'm sorry if there is noise in the background, they're doing the lawns today. So I just like haven't really felt the urge to do it. For my next products that I think that I've used the least is actually my makeup removers. So these are kind of dried out, so I haven't really been using them too much, but they're not bad for like the face. I also haven't really worn too much makeup, at least this past week. If you guys watch me on TikTok, that you'll know that I started breaking out a little bit. So my daily get ready with me's are now very minimal. So I haven't really had to use too much of this. This is a Sunday Riley Aquamarine Melt, like makeup melter essentially. So I do really like this one, specifically around the eyes. We're just gonna wait until they're done actually, because they're right under my window. I think we'll be done with this by the end of next month. There's only a couple in there. I was originally using them for traveling, but now I'm just trying to get through them because I know they're gonna be dried up soon. The next one I use the least of is this L'Oreal True Match Concealer. Hey, it's rained for like 14 weeks straight here, so I have no sun, which means this that is like my normal skin color is not good for concealer until I'm tan. So we still haven't touched this almost at all. As for deodorants, these are the 2 that I'm still working on. I can't really mark it anymore because it's so like high up, but yeah, that's how much we have of this one. I do wear deodorant every day, I swear. It just takes forever to go through. And then this is the one that I actually prefer, like for running and stuff, but because I don't really run, yes, this one's got a little more, but I don't know, we'll see. Because I always think that I'm like close to done, and then turns out I'm not. Let's start marking some things. This is where we're at on our body wash, which is awesome. I actually really like the smell of this. I thought it like wasn't summery enough, but I'm obsessed. Where'd my marker go? All right, did I even make a line? I don't think I made a line last time. So we're gonna start making lines on this, even though I don't think that it's gonna last very long, because I think right before I filmed last month's video, I had just finished the first body wash, and it was this same like branding style, whatever amount. And if I'm almost halfway done, I feel like I might be done by next month. So we'll add the mark. Let's do it like right here. And then we'll see what happens. I think what I like in it, or what made me not think that it was too summery, but that I like, is the amber in it. But it's still like very light, so it doesn't feel like fall or wintry. It just doesn't necessarily feel summery either, if that makes sense. This is my shampoo that we're currently working on. I do wash my hair every single day, for the most part. And let's see where we're at. Oh, this is where we were at last time. Oh, I think it faded too much. I'm gonna go ahead and redraw it because I can kind of see it. Okay, that's where it was last time. And I used my handy dandy flashlight. Oh, except it has 9 modes. We are actually all the way down here. That's a huge jump. But it does get thicker as we go down, so I don't know if I will finish that in the next month. But if not, it'll definitely be in the next couple months. I do have another backup shampoo. I don't mind it, but I think this one's drying me out a little bit, drying out my hair. I think that's why my ends feel like that. I think once it's time to buy more, I'm gonna end up getting this one again, because my hair was super, super silky smooth with this. Let's do moisturizer. This is the Biosense Squalane and Ectoin. Sorry, that light is so bad. Okay, this one, we're like kind of making a dent. Like you can see the sides of it. There's all these weird lines because I use like the end of a brush to dig in there so I don't get stuff under my nails. I feel like the best way to measure this would actually be to weigh it, but I am not gonna do all that because that just feels like a lot. So we're just gonna say that I made a dent because I use it every day. Let's do my lip liner. Let's see where it's at because I don't think I've used it very much. That's all that's left. I'm actually really sad. I have another like nude brownish lip liner that I haven't opened at all, and it's a different brand. This one is the Essence Stay 8 Hour. I will say I absolutely love this. This paired with, I have a little Bare Minerals lipstick, and it's a similar shade. That's actually what I'm wearing right now. Love it. Love it. So I will probably end up getting this again later on because I know Essence is also super affordable and I do like a lot of their stuff. This is where I start to get a little, okay, this is my NYX eyebrow mascara, tinted brow mascara. I never know when I'm done with these things. Like, it's so hard for me to tell because like it's drying, but it's not dry, if that makes sense. I don't know. There's still quite a bit of product in here. Can I see in here? No, there's that little thingy in there, so I can't really see. I think I'm just gonna keep using it until I get sick of it, or I'm like, that's definitely not good anymore, or definitely gone, and then I will switch. Because I do have a backup brow product already in my bathroom, so I don't have to shop or anything for it. We're just gonna wait it out. To my lipsticks, this was part of the original 29 items, and I ended up replacing it with this for the summer because this is a little more of like a neutral color, whereas this is bright red. And then this one is my little Smashbox. This one is Out Loud, and this one is Too Faced 90210. This one I use as a blush and a lip product, so I don't know if we made too much of a dent because I just like dotted on. But okay, next let's do this lotion. We're gonna have to draw a line for this one. This one's Bath and Body Works Happy Vibes. I really like this one for summer. It has pink citrus, crisp pear, fresh honeysuckle, sheer vetiver, I never know how to say that, and dewy orchid. I love those scents. It's been very nice. This is where our line was last time, and this time it is, oh, I made quite a dent. I've gotten into such a good routine of actually using my lotion. So we've made a huge difference in the past month. That's really messing it up. I will say too, sometimes I reach for other products that I haven't put in my project pan yet, especially when it comes to lotion, just because I feel like I get kind of bored with the scent every once in a while. So I'm not using it as much as I could, but I'm not gonna like put too much pressure on myself about it either. And then my other lotion is this aloe one. I am holding it upside down because all of the product, like I stand it on this side, and I have not moved at all. It's still there. I don't really expect to use this too much. I usually like to use it after tanning, or if I need something really light for my face because it's not super scented. However, I haven't been tanning because it's been gray. So that's that. We haven't moved at all, which makes me really sad because I didn't realize that till just now. Oh, we got conditioner. Now this conditioner is really, really thick and rich, and I have already had to add water to it multiple times to kind of make it, one, more so it still goes up the straw, and two, because it was just too much. And so I have used a lot, but I probably have actually like used more, and it's because I mixed in the water. So these are our other lines. I'm gonna redraw them just so you guys can see for sure. So that was in April, I think. That had to have been in April. That had to have been whenever we started. And then that was in May. And now we have our June. So about like even usage each month. Again, I wash my hair every day and I have to condition it every time I wash it. So I actually use like quite a bit of that. Oh, this body spray. What did I used this for something. You know what I did? One day when I was tanning, I got a little spray bottle and I put my tanning oil that doesn't have any SPF in it. I put some sunscreen that obviously does have SPF in it, and I put in this to make like it easy to spray when I'm going tanning, because I, one, don't have a product that does all of that, and two, I was like, even the oil, I don't like touching it like that. And so I was like, in order to use all these products, we're gonna make a little concoction, make a little potion, and then we're gonna spray it on my body. So that's why I used so much of this month, is because this was vitamin C, vitamin E, hyaluronic acid, and I wanted to put that all over my body when I tan. So let's see where yeah, so that was the usage from April to May, and we're all the way down here now, and it's literally because of that, but I'm counting it because I am going to be using that. So that's our jump, which is great because I have a really hard time using this on my face, so if I can use it elsewhere, fine, I don't care. Ooh, we got this primer. Okay, so this primer also wasn't going up the straw, and so I added some of that, I think, of the vitamin E stuff, and now it's been a little bit better. So I've still been getting some stuff out of this, but you can see, like, when I look into it, you can see most of the container now. So I don't think that I'll have too much longer with this. It also depends on how much makeup I wear, but because of my breakout, since I haven't been wearing too much of it, I don't know. I could see me finishing this in a month if this was all I use and I actually do my makeup quite a bit. Okay, we're down to the nitty gritty. Let's get into it. The first one we're gonna do is my lash products. So I have been using mainly this L'Oreal Voluminous and the Benefit They're Real mascaras. I really like this one for like the length, and I really like this one for more of just like a light everyday mascara. Haven't really touched the Clinique one. However, we made a deal last time for this CoverGirl Lash Primer that if I didn't touch it this month, I would toss it. That might be considered cheating. However, I don't want to hate pan, and also like it's starting to just go bad because I'm not using it at all. I think it's not supposed to be that color. I haven't used it at all this past month. I don't really like it very heavy on my eyelashes during the summer, and this does make them very thick and heavy, and so I haven't used it, which means we are saying goodbye to it. So it is technically done. Technically. We're just gonna say it because fine, whatever, we're not gonna get in the nitty-gritty with it, but we are gonna say goodbye to this because I am over it. I don't see myself buying an eyelash primer again. The reason why I actually have that is I used to coupon quite a bit, and CoverGirl sometimes had like multiple products, and the way that the couponing deals were, sometimes I would end up with products that I didn't necessarily use. And so of course I would offer them to like my sister, my friends, my mom, whoever wore makeup, but no one really wanted that. So I ended up using it, which I did like in the winter. Like I really didn't mind it, but I think now just wanting lighter makeup, it's a lot harder to wear. So I don't think that I'll be purchasing that again, but it was fun to have for a little bit. Next we have this lip gloss and all my chapsticks. This lip gloss needs to sit for a second, but she's not done. She was originally clear. I say that every time. I just always put it on top of lipstick, and so it's, you know, the applicator keeps putting color back in that. With the lip gloss, we also have my other lip products, my Aquaphor, my 2 chapsticks, and my 1 chapstick that is finally done. All right, let's do these first. So this Aquaphor, I have to like squeeze down every time to kind of show you where it's at. I mean, she's got like she's about halfway done. I would say halfway done is solid for that. As for the peach, I've actually started making a dent on the peach. Like you can see into it now. I really like this flavor for summer, and I think it's just really pretty. And so I've been using this one a lot more. My thing with the chapsticks is I tend to keep one in each place. So like this one's by my bed, this one's on my desk, this one's in my purse. Now the Vaseline one is the closest to being done next. That's all that's left of it. However, let's see, she's pretty far down. However, with this vanilla one that is done now, you can see that it kind of like goes in. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll put the Sharpie in it. Like it goes in a little bit. So even after the product is gone, like you wouldn't see it here, there's still product in there. And so I just stick my finger in there until it's gone. So we're still gonna have quite a bit of time on this, depending on if my lips ever heal. That being said, we did finally finish my Nivea Vanilla chapstick, which was my favorite. And I will probably be getting it again if I'm done with all my other chapsticks later this year, again for the holidays. I do have a couple like chapstick brand chapsticks that are holiday themed, so maybe not this year, but I do just really, it smells so good and it tastes so good and it's so rich and creamy that I love it. So I can see myself definitely buying this again, but it did take forever to get through. So that is our second empty. Our next ones are toothpaste. We did finish this Colgate Plaque Pro release. Don't know if I would use it again. I didn't hate it. I will say if you don't like the strength of the mintiness when you're using toothpaste, this is great. It was a much milder flavor, scent, whatever. So I did like that about it because it wasn't like freezing my mouth. So I did like that. However, I don't really know if it like made a huge difference compared to like a regular toothpaste. And I'm saying that because these are really expensive compared to normal toothpaste. I got these couponing, so I got them for a pretty good deal. I probably wouldn't pay full price for them. At the time, they were like, I think $11 and the tube is smaller. So that's what I have to say about that. Will not be buying it again. But for now, I am now fully switching over to Colgate Optic White. I have almost always used like these red Colgates. I like these and I feel like they're everywhere. They're easy to find. It's not like a specialty toothpaste. So we're just gonna use this for now. And that is our third empty for the month. Finally, this is done. This was the Vanilla Rose hand cream that for some reason just lasted forever. Like we were down to the bottom and every single time I'd be like, there's nothing in here. I'm gonna squeeze it. Nothing's gonna come out. and a whole wad of it would come out. So we finally finished this. I loved the scent. I believe it was a TJ Maxx find. It might have been part of a set. I wouldn't be surprised. So if I found it again, I'd probably get it. But I do have a few others that I have to get through first. So that is our 4th empty for the month. And I am replacing that with the Body Shop Almond Milk and Honey Hand Cream. Now this one's a little richer than the other, so I don't have to use as much of it. But the tube itself, this is 75 milliliters. This is 30. So this is less than half of it. So I don't think that this will take me much longer to go through. We're already down to there. I prefer the more scented hand cream, so I think I probably wouldn't get this one again. I'd probably get the other one again first. And then finally, for an item that actually was not on the original list or on the replacement list, but just happens to be an empty, so I'm adding it in here, and that is the Not Your Mother's Clean Freak dry shampoo. Couldn't remember the word for it. This is a travel size. I've had it for like a year and a half now, and I finally finished it. I never, ever use it. I think actually my sister probably used most of this on nights that she had stayed over and needed dry shampoo. I think I finished this a couple weeks ago just because I was like, my bangs are just bad and we gotta go out in public. And so I ended up finishing this. I do not plan on repurchasing any dry shampoo at all. And if a travel size takes me a year and a half to go through, we're just gonna suffer if I ever need it, because there's no point in buying this ever again. This is our 5th empty this month. No, that was not our final empty. This is. So I said earlier that I've started using the Sunday Riley and these face wipes. That's because we finally finished this giant pack of it. My mom gets me a pack for Christmas every year. She essentially stocks our bathroom every year for Christmas. And these were from like 2 Christmases ago, so like 2023. And I finally finished them. They did come in handy when I like got home late or was just being lazy, but I prefer to not use face wipes. So we just kind of went through them to get rid of them because I still have 2024's pack too. That is actually our 6th empty. Yeah, our 6th empty for the month. These are all of our empties for the month of June. May to June. Oh, this is like school years where it's weird. So now that I have my little list, the way that I've been doing it is I wrote down my empties. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for May in the May update. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one did I miss? One. Oh, I didn't put the primer. Let's add the lash primer. It was a part of the original list, and I'm putting the month that I finished it just so I can kind of keep track of everything. So those are the first 7 from last month, whether or not they were on the OG list, and then what month they were finished. So I will keep updating this just so I kind of remember like which month I finished stuff in. So that way I can do like my video at the end of the year with the roundup for everything. As of right now, let's count all the products that we're still working on. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's so funny putting that upside down. 8, 9 and 10, 11 and 12, my 2 lippies, all of my other lippies, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, my mascaras, 18, 19, and 20, 21, 22, we'll see if that lasts next month, 23, 24, 25, 26, and the bane of my existence, 27. So we've started with a total of 29. we are done with a total of 13. So we went down to 16. And if we're at 27, that means we added 11 new products over the course of the last 2 months. But being done with 13 products in 2 months, even if some of them were little cheats, is crazy. And remember, there's the one that wasn't on the original list. So that means we've added 10 new products. We've added 10 new products, yeah. And as someone who's been doing this for so long, I feel like I never really had any kind of game plan or anything like that. And so to actually be sitting down and documenting this journey now has been really helpful and motivating to actually stay on track and actually use the products that I have. Because to be honest, if I didn't start doing this, they'd probably just all go bad from me ignoring them. I don't know what I'm gonna do after all this. My bathroom shelves are gonna be nice and neat and organized, and oh my god, I can't wait. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Your time is really valuable, and I'm so grateful that you chose to spend some of your time with me. If you're interested in seeing more of my content, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment down below if you made it to this point in the video. Let's leave, I don't know, a little lipstick. If there was a hair oil, we'd be doing hair oil. Lipstick is fun. Let's leave a little lipstick down in the comments, and I will see you all next month for the July update. Hopefully we get some good numbers because we've already been like absolutely destroying this, so love it. I will go ahead and link all my socials and every other important thing down in the description box. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Bye.